Alright, folks, and welcome back. Welcome to episode 24 of our No Man's Land series. This is Ultra Farmer, and we are on Thomas's farm right now. So, Thomas, he's in the cedar right now. He's getting some wheat planted on his fields. I came out here in the previous episode. I mowed this whole section. We baled it up for him while he was getting done doing his thing. Then we came back. I helped him a bit get these fields cut in, just kind of doing some running around, making sure like trees were pulled off and nothing was in his way. And so we got these fields set the way that he kind of was hoping, or was thinking would be good for this season. And then I went through and I spread some lime across for him. He's in the cedar right now with his fancy new tractor, which I'm still jealous of that he's got that John Deere tractor, but no worries. Um, and so he's planting some wheat right now. He's trying to get some wheat in the ground so that he has that ready for next year when it's time to harvest. And we're gonna leave that backfield for just now. I think he's gonna end up planting grass in it. He said he was just kind of going back and forth on what he was gonna do. That let's just load up some more. He had brought me some more lime out here. We've just been kind of running back and forth with equipment and trying to get things settled for him out here, but we wanted to get some wheat in the ground as he's kind of running out of time. And like I said, he's probably going to leave that backfield for now. Just to, well, he probably wants to plant something different in the spring and maybe see how much wheat he'll get off this field. And he's still going to be able to, it was me who stacked those bales there, by the way. Yeah, I bumped into it with the trailer when I was pulling away, so yeah, whatever. No worries. um, yeah, he's gonna kind of leave everything for spring, see what he wants to plant in the spring. Maybe some corn, maybe some beans. Um, I know he does have hopes of getting some cattle down the road, so I don't really know what his plans for all that is. I mean, you think he's gonna do some wheat. He's gonna bale some straw, store those straw bales. He might plant grass in that back field just for the time being, and then that way he can get a cut off of it in the spring before he decides to do whatever he wants to do with that field, and then that way we can just kind of cultivate it a bit and get some different seed in that ground. So I'm just going to take this lime trailer back now, park it. Um, like I said, Thomas is our kind of our deal that we got going on here. Is Thomas, whenever he's using equipment or I'm doing stuff for him, he's going to be paying for fuel and stuff like that. So we'll just keep it worked out down the road. We'll figure out exactly how much fuel and stuff. It's not that big of a deal. Just as long as we're close, right? So I'm gonna park this, and then I'm gonna grab the rollers here. Haul those over, and then Wyatt's coming out, and Wyatt is gonna. He's probably gonna get going chasing Thomas, rolling that field out and getting it set. And then while they're kind of doing that, I'm gonna come back over here and make sure all the sheep are fed, and we've got all the wool and stuff picked up. There's a little bit of wool down there that we can grab, throw in the trailer, and take over to the clothing factory. And that's just kind of what we're going to be doing right now. I'm going to go through some of my tractors and make sure everything is tuned up. We're getting close to October here, one more month, and then we're going to be cutting these fields. So I kind of made a deal with the boys. I would help them get this field set, and then when it comes time, they're going to help me get these fields cleared up with cotton. They're going to help out with kind of getting these fields prepped and such for the winter. And I think I think we're gonna plant some wheat in this field in the spring. Or sorry, no, we won't be able to get wheat in there in the spring. Um, Let me look through my. Our plan is to get some wheat in there this fall. That's right. Because if we harvest our cotton, if we can get our cotton off right at the beginning of October, we'll still have a little bit of time to get our wheat in the field, and that'll kind of work out too, because that way, in the summer when we're cutting these fields or when we're cutting Thomas's field, my field will need a little bit longer to go. So by the time we get this cut, prepped, and all that such and all that jazz, um, then my field will be ready to be cut. And we still got to be watching, and I got to get a set of headers, which yeah, like I'm gonna buy the headers for now. Um, and Thomas is just gonna borrow the combine, like, cause really, he's got 200 grand left. He owes the bank 200 grand already, so he's basically got 1,300 bucks to his name, if we're being honest. But you know, you got to be broke when you start up. But he's got some silage bales over there that he'll be able to sell. He's got a bunch of trees behind that field up to the left hand side there, up to the kind of northwest side from here, that he'll be able to cut. And so he's got some cash sitting around. It's just a matter of getting some of the chores done. So I think Wyatt is just getting here soon, and I'm gonna get him going on this tractor, rolling this field, and then I'll bring you guys back once he's going. Okay, so we've got Wyatt on our big Claus tractor. Thomas is in his tractor. They're getting this field rolled. Yep, rolled, fertilized. That planter fertilizes as we go. So this field is going to be really good to go for him. It's going to be prepped for this fall. He should be done. It won't take too long to roll these fields, but yeah, I just figured I'd jump back in here quick. Gonna kind of head over to. Let's go look at this John Deere. Let's see it in motion here. Pretty fancy tractor. I'm still thinking we gotta buy ourselves a John Deere. Yep, she's a fine looking rig, that's for sure. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, we might have to go shopping. Oh, geez. Okay. So let's come over here. These plows can just sit there for now. But let's hop back over into our farm. And let those boys can just give her. Hop back over to our farm. And let's go see if we can load up some wool quick here. Load up some wool. See how the sheep are doing. Yeah, they're doing just fine. Let's hop out. The one thing I do like about the wool is it's light. We can just hand bomb our pallets on there. I mean, even though 190 kilos, like imagine, that would not be a light pallet to lift on there, but. Okay, let's take a look at these. Boys, how we doing? Yeah, not too bad. Where's Freckles? That's a deer. I wonder where Freckles is. 99% health, yeah. So, like, how many are in here? Every time I turn around there, this pen is full, and there's nothing really we can sell. Reproduction. But you know what? Zero. So these guys just had offspring. We'll just wait for now. But I do want to stay on top of selling those sheep and try and keep the like population of our sheep down a little bit, just because, like I'd said before, we don't really need to have the craziest operation with producing wool and stuff. Now that we've kind of got over that hump, we can just kind of keep it casual. We have one production facility, which I just like having that rather than having 3 on the go. It's just a little bit simpler farming, which I kind of want to get to and stay at, rather. Now, we have that. Like, that being said, I do have a lot of grass kind of stored away, so I'm almost thinking, I mean, I don't know for sure just yet, it's kind of just off the top of my head, but this grass field that we got here, I might plant wheat in that as well and do kind of a season of it, just because we have a lot of grass stored in our silo as is. And if I cut this again, it says it's ready to harvest, but we're going to give it one more month. We're going to cut that once we're cutting our cotton. If I cut that field again and then store all of that in the silos as well, like, we're gonna have so much grass that we'll be able to you know, have enough stockpile that we can do something different in that field if we want. And I think if we're doing wheat way over there, we'll keep these two fields as cotton for now, just to keep the production facility full of material to keep doing clothes. But I wonder too, we should check our production facility. I don't know exactly how many liters of clothes I have sitting there. Let's mark this real quick. Let's park this real quick right there. Let me shut it off. Let's do two things. Let's check the store. Yeah, there's no tractors in here for sale. I do want to get a large John Deere tractor though now. Just a big honking unit. But if we're going to get a really big honking unit, I was thinking about, you know, getting something like this that's got some serious horsepower, or even just biting the bullet and spending the money on this, getting some really, really big. But I mean, it's $500,000 and we don't really need it. So I'm hoping something just comes through on the stores that's a good deal. Yeah, these just have a little bit, not quite enough horsepower for what we're looking for. It says 300 horse, which is a good unit. These are kind of what Thomas has got. Very similar. Yeah, just not enough horsepower. It's 305. That's pretty nice. But if we're going to get something that's just 300 horse, I would get this, and I would put this big motor in it. And that's one of my favorite tractors. And we could always put front attachments on it if we needed to use that to lift some stuff. And I would probably even get the weighted tires. I would get the wide weighted tires right there. So 250 grand. I mean, we could get that tractor. 300 horse though. I mean, we already have a 300 horse tractor, so really I think the best bet is just to wait. Hopefully something comes through on the deals, because the only thing that I would like to get is a big planter and a big cultivator. Big, nice, wide cultivator, cause, just to help prep the fields. And for that, we're going to need a tractor that's got like probably at least 500-600 horse. So yeah, I think best bet's just to wait for a good deal to come through the stores. And yeah, that's kind of the plan so far. Where's the basketball? I think the basketball's in there. But yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait one more month to cut that field out there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go make sure the boys are squared away on Thomas's farm. Make sure he's doing good over there, and they don't need help with anything, which I don't think they do. And then I'm gonna bring you guys back in October, and we're gonna have some serious cotton to be harvesting, and the boys will be helping us out with that. We're gonna harvest some cotton. We're gonna harvest that grass field, and then we're gonna be planting wheat in the grass field, and we're gonna be planting wheat in that far 28 east field. Is the plan as of right now. I'm gonna be watching the store for big tractor, good set of cultivators, big rollers. If a big set of rollers come through, that would be nice. Yeah, big tractor, big cultivator, headers, big rollers. That's kind of what we're looking for some cash. And real quick before I let you guys go, just for this kind of till we break through till October, let's check our production facilities here and just see. Yeah, we don't got any cotton left in there. And we're storing 7,000 liters of clothes. Not too bad. Not too bad. We're not going to be making. Our main source of income isn't really going to be from the clothes anymore. Like the days of our really big kind of hauls to take stuff in and make a bunch of cash might be over. We're just going to be slowly picking away at it now, which is fine, because I'm excited to kind of get into wheat. And I think I'm just going to show you guys this. I always say I'm going to go and then I keep rambling. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up building a set of silos right in here. I will just show you what I was kind of thinking. These silos. Because they'll hold 2 million liters. And I was kind of thinking having it something like that. so that we could pull through nice. I kind of wanted to have it out of the way a little bit so that we can still turn around on this corner of the field. So that being said, you know, I could always put it like that, but I want to make it nice and easy to, when we're pulling trucks and trailers around, to load up. So I think something like that would be pretty good, or even kind of cheat it up here a little bit more. Something like that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But we're just going to see how much money we make off our close run in the spring. And yeah, that's it. So I'll bring you guys back. It'll be October, and we'll get some cotton harvested. All right, folks, we are back. It is October, and that means that it is cotton harvesting time. And that's exactly what we got going on right now. I'm just heading over to Thomas's farm. I got Thomas in the cotton harvester right now, and he's just giving her on this field that we're gonna, as soon as we're done, we're gonna get this going and plant some wheat in there. So I'm just heading over to his farm right now because that's where the plow was left. I'm going to plow this field right after. Looks like he started a strip over here and then went back over there. Not too sure, but I won't question the Tom man. And then Wyatt is in the cedar. He's in Thomas's tractor right now, seeding that other field with some grass. You can see Thomas's wheat field growing nicely here. Grab our plow. And I'm just gonna kind of get set up and get ready to start plowing that field behind Thomas, because again I want to get we basically only got the month here to get the cotton off that field, and then as soon as it's done I want to get some wheat planted as well so that I can harvest that in the summer. And I also want to get wheat planted in our other grass field. So I'm going to get I'll get this tractor set up and ready to go at this field, so when Wyatt's finished when he's done seeding that field, he can come over and just start plowing behind Thomas. I don't know, I want to let Thomas get ahead a little bit more, but hopefully that'll work out good. And then we're going to head over and mow that field, which is going to be ready to be done. And so let's just hop back over into this. Let's go find our mower. Where is he? He's right there. Yeah, we're gonna head over and get mowing in this field. Like I said, Wyatt can plow that field after. Let's get some fuel in this bad boy while we're here. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Run into the fuel tank. Jeez. Get some fuel in this bad boy, and yeah, we'll mow that field kind of on the back side of the sheep pens over there, and then I can pull all the grass off that. I'll pull all the grass off with our forage trailer there, our forage wagon, and dump it in the silos, and then we should be good. We should be good for a while when it comes to grass for feeding the sheep. And I think that'll give us at least a season to grow some wheat in this field. And, you know, worst case scenario, if we did run out of food for these sheep, absolute worst case scenario, I could buy some grass off Thomas, or I could just buy some from the store, because it would only be a few bales until I could get some grass growing somewhere else, and blah blah blah. I'm not too worried about that though. I don't think that'll end up happening, just because we've got so much grass stored away as is that I just really don't think that's going to be an issue. But it's good to have a plan. So yeah, I'm gonna get going cutting some grass on this field. I'll bring you guys back once this grass is cut, and then we can load it all up with the forage wagon and go dump it in the... Or, I don't know exactly when I'll be bringing you guys back. I'm going to just kind of go through and work this out, get some of it done, but at least I wanted to jump in and show you what's going on so far. I don't really want to put any more time lapses in this episode. But yeah, I'm going to cut this grass, and I'll be right back. All right, I thought I would just bring you guys back in. I was going to wonder how I wanted to finish off this episode, but I think what we are going to do is just do a little bit of a time lapse of me finishing up cutting this field. I'm going to mow this out, and then I'm going to just kind of cycle through and let you guys watch the boys. I'll be just cutting this field here, and then we'll cycle over to, here's Wyatt, just giving her on the cedar. Looks like he's going to hit a tree at the end there, but the game just lagged out a little bit, no big deal. But I figured I'll just do a little bit of a time lapse of letting you guys see, see everybody get finished off here and get these fields set and prepped over this next little bit. And that's probably how we'll end this episode. It'll be a little bit shorter of an episode, but you know, like always, I appreciate you guys watching. We'll get these fields all set and good to go, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Hopefully, you guys can hit that like, hit that subscribe button for me if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. And you know, we're really giving her, and it's nice to see Thomas getting his field going. And yeah, we got some neighbors that are farming, and we'll be able to kind of help each other out, which is going to be nice. So I'll come back in to sign off, but yeah, here's a little time lapse of what we got going on this October here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was just, that was kind of a bit of a time lapse. That's like the stuff that happens off camera. Obviously, all the fields getting done. Gotten, Thomas going on one field, Wyatt going on another thing, and then me running around trying to pick up bales and such. So, right now, what I did is I grabbed us a new planter. I just leased this one, but I just wanted something a little bit bigger for us to go and, to go and pick up some of this cotton field planting that needs to happen. So yeah, at least this planter, at least this tractor, this big one, just for fun really. This is just a fun tractor to use. I filled this stuff up with seed and fertilizer, and I'm going to use it just to get everything kind of squared away and planted for us. We obviously got our other field going with some wheat there. Going to be helping the boys a little bit on their side of things get set up this spring. And yeah, that's basically going to be it for this episode. But thanks again for watching. Thanks again for tuning in. Thank you for anyone who's been here since the beginning. Really, I always say this, but if you have been here from the beginning, thank you so much. If you watched the video to this point, thank you so much. Also, like always, it really helps if if you can hit that like button, if you can subscribe to the channel. That definitely helps out in a massive way. It's completely free, and yeah, it helps me out a bunch, but never feel like you have to. Yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm just going to keep planting away here, getting us all squared up, and yeah, I'll see you guys on episode 25. Have a good one.